A very good morning to everybody. So, welcome to the second PUC accounts class, and we'll wind up with the first chapter today, that is accounting for a not-for-profit organization. The last problem we are doing today, when they will give the trial balance. Okay, with trial balance we are completing to the income and expenditure account based on the trial balance. So this is the problem. 15th one, illustration 15. Prepare income and expenditure account for entertainment club for the year ending March 31st, 2017 and balance sheet as on that date from the following information. So they have given here the receipt and payment account for the year ending on March 31st, 2017. So these are the items under receipts and payment. You can take a screenshot of the problem and write it in your notes. And this is the additional information that they have given us in the form of trial balance. Okay, take a screenshot of it and write it in your notes. I'll explain you one by one. So let us solve the problem. Okay, so now let us transfer all the receipt side into the income side. So the very first one we have in the problem is the subscriptions. Subscriptions. So see the additional information here. Here they have given us there are 1440 members, each paying an annual subscription at rupees 250. So when you multiply 1440 into 250, you will get 3,60,000. So write 3,60,000 here. Then add the amount which we have received in advance. That is 1/4/2016. For 1/4/2016 we are receiving 7,000 rupees. So in the problem, see here, subscription received in advance on 1/4/2016 were rupees 7,000. So add 7,000 here. So when you total it, see the subscriptions here. Subscriptions for the year we are doing for 31/3/2017. So we need not to calculate this one, we need to take this one. They have given in the receipts and payment account already. So that is 2016 and 17, that is 3,36,000. Sorry, take here as 3,36,000. 3,36,000. So received in advance they have given here. Subscription received in advance on 1/4/2016 were rupees 7,000. So we have written it. So now let us add together. 3,36,000 plus 7,000 comes to 3,43,000. 3,43,000. Next, we have to add the outstanding for 2015 and 16. Okay, now as I said you, there are 1440 members, each paying annual subscription at rupees 250. So 1440 and 250 into 250 is 3,60,000. 3,60,000, and we have to deduct it which we have received in advance. 3,36,000 plus 7,000 will be getting 3,43,000. So 3,60,000 minus 3,43,000 is 17,000. So 17,000. When we add all together 3,43,000 plus 17,000, it becomes 3,60,000. You can verify it. 1,440 members into 250 will get 3,60,000. So this is all about the subscription. Next, they have given the sale of sports material. We will see it later. We have the adjustment. The next one is the entrance fees. Entrance fees. Look at the problem here. Where is the entrance fees? Yeah. Half of the entrance fee is to be capitalized, they have given. So, the capitalized amount will not come in the income and expenditure statement. We have to take only revenue items. So, half of the entrance fee is to be capitalized means, which is mean that half of the entrance fees is revenue. When half is capitalized, the half should be the revenue. So, they have given us here entrance fees as 40,000. So, half of it is 20,000. So, let us take only half of the amount, that is revenue part, 20,000. So, this is about the entrance fees. Next, we have general donations. There is no additional information regarding general donations. So, general donations, we'll take it 20,250. And the next one, donation for prize fund, we have additional information for that. We can calculate interest on prize fund. Also, as I've already said, prize fund, we have an additional investments is an asset, so we need not to take here. And the miscellaneous receipts, we have to take the miscellaneous receipts. Miscellaneous receipts 1,700. So now we are done with the income side. So you can look into that. Next we shall go to the expenditure side. The very first item is rent. Rent, they have given as 48,750. 48,750. And you can see in the adjustment that rent paid in advance, you have 3,750. So, rent paid in advance. It is an opening we shall take. We shall deduct it. Less opening outstanding. It is 3,750. So, when we deduct it, it comes to 45,000. And closing rent prepaid, we have to deduct it. The same amount what we were doing in the previous classes and all. Closing rent paid in advance for the closing rent paid, that is 3,750. So when we deduct it, it comes to 41,250. The next item we have furniture purchased. Furniture is an asset, so we need not to take it. Creditors for sports materials, creditors that will come in balance sheet. So purchase for sports materials, when we do the sports materials, we should look into that. So let us look into that. Let us see about the sports materials. See in the additional information, sport materials, opening stock is 20,000. So let us take it. Opening stock 20,000. So now for this, let us add payment to the creditors. Payment to the creditors, that is 61,000 here. Creditors for sport materials, so 61,000. We will add here 61,000. Next, we have the closing creditors, so add the closing creditors. Closing creditors 14,750. 14,750. Creditors for sports material, we have closing as here 14,750. So we have to take here 14,750. Next, we have to add the cash purchase that we have done. Cash purchase. See in the problem, Purchases for sports material, it is 10,000. So we have to add here. So we have added. Then we have a opening creditor. For sports materials, we have a opening creditor that we have to deduct here. Opening creditor, see here, creditors for sports material, opening creditor 7,000. Let us deduct here. So deducted. Next, sports, we have sales on sports materials. So sports materials sold. Sports materials sold, which is 20,000. 20,000. Sports materials sold is 20,000 we have. See here. Book value of sports material sold was rupees 20,000. So we need to take care. Sports material sold was 20,000. Next, we have a closing stock. Closing stock had to be deducted. So where is the closing stock? See, in the additional information, we have the closing stock here as 25,000. Sports material closing stock 25,000. Now let us add 20,000 plus 61,000 comes to 81,000. 81,000 plus 14,750 comes to 95,750. And we are adding the cash purchase of sports materials. So it comes to 1,05,750. Now we are deducting the opening creditor. So it comes to 98,750. And we are deducting the sports material sold, so it comes to 78,750. And finally we are deducting the closing stock, so 78,750 minus 25,000 totally comes to 53,750. So this is regarding the sports material. Hope you have understood this. And next one, we have the match expenses. Match expenses, that is 35,150. 35,150. And we have depreciation on furniture. Okay, before that we have the miscellaneous expenses. So we shall see the miscellaneous expenses. Miscellaneous expenses that they have given us as 1,50,000. 1,50,000. So less outstanding. See it in the additional information that they have given us, less outstanding 11,400. So you can look it into here. 11,400. 11,400. So when we deducted 1,50,000 minus 11,400, it comes to 1,38,600. 1,38,600. Now for this we have to add the paid in advance. Just a minute. Now miscellaneous expenses they were given as 1,50,000. So we have deducted the outstanding 11,400. Now we shall add deduct the paid in advance, that is opening. Paid in advance. That is the opening balance. 4,250. So here you can see that 4,250. So when we deduct, we will arrive with 1,34,350. 1,34,350. Finally, we will add the outstanding, which is closing stock. Closing one, that is 20,100. You can see here closing 20,100. So it comes to 1,54,250. Now finally we will add paid in advance, that is the closing, that is 3,750. You can see here the closing address, advance 3,750. So finally we are adding it and we will get a total amount of 1,58,200. 1,58,200. So finally, see the any depreciations are there in the additional information that they have given. Yes, they have given depreciation furniture is to be provided at 10%. Furniture we have here, furniture 2 lakh into 10%. It comes to depreciation on furniture So depreciation on furniture, see here the furniture amount is 2 lakh. See in the receipts and payments account also they have given the furniture purchased 40,000. So here when we are calculating the depreciation on furniture 2 lakh plus purchases 40,000, it comes to 2,40,000. So on that we have to calculate 10%, so it comes to 24,000. So finally we did with the income and the expenditure statement. Let us see, we will get the surplus or the deficit. So 3,60,000 plus 20,000 plus 2,250 plus 1,700 is equals to 4,07,950. Anything we have missed? See it. Yes, we have missed something here. You didn't see sports materials. I said you let us see in the last. We have the sale of sports materials here. So look at the problem here. Sports materials. We didn't transfer it. Sports materials. So we have sold it and we have, let us see, we have got the profit on sale or not. That is 26,000 they have given here. Sale on sports materials is 26,000 they have given, but the sports material cost is rupees 20,000. Right? 20,000. So 20,000 is our sports material cost. So we have sold it for 26,000. We have sold it for 26,000. So what is the profit we are getting? The profit on sale of sports materials, that is 26,000 we are selling for, actually the price is 20,000. So 6,000 profit we are getting. 6,000 profit we are getting. Now let us see the surplus or deficit will get. 3,60,000 plus 20,000 plus 2,250 plus 1,700 plus 6,000. So we are getting 4,07,950. Let us see this side. 41,250 plus 53,750 plus 35,150 plus 1,58,200 plus 24,000. So we are getting 3,12,350. So expenditure is excess over the income. So excess of income over expenditure we have. So we will get the surplus here. Surplus we will get. So see 4,07,950 minus 3,12,350 will arrive at 95,600. So surplus will get 95,600. So let us do the total. 4,07,950 and the total 4,07,950. 950. It is 4,07,950. 4,07,950. If you can't see here, I will do the total here. 4,07,950 is the total. Okay, we are completed with the income and expenditure statement. So take a screenshot of it. I'll show you. Take a screenshot of it and try to solve the problem. Just don't copy it, please. So this is our income and expenditure statement. Continued in second page. So we are done with income and expenditure statement. So now let us solve the balance sheet as on 31st March 2016. So let us fill the asset side. So we have furniture. For 2016 it is 2 lakh. So we'll write as it is. And we have 5% price fund investment, which is in the receipt side. You can see it in the question. 60,000. Sorry, we have this in the additional information. Third one, 5% price fund investment and the subscription received. Subscription receivable, that we have to write here only outstanding one. Outstanding 23,750. And the stock of sports materials, because it is an asset, the material, sports material is an asset for the entertainment club. So sports material, it is 20,000. And miscellaneous expenses. Miscellaneous expenses 3,750, which is paid in advance. We have to take only which is paid in advance. Okay. Next, cash in hand. See the receipt and payment account. Under payment side we have 24,000. So these are the asset items we need to transfer. The next we shall do it for the liability side. We have price fund, which is in the trial balance. Credit amount we have to write here, which is 60,000. See the trial balance, that is additional information. And the next one is creditors. Creditors are the liabilities for the business. So creditors for sports materials, which is 7,000. And next one, subscription received in advance. Subscription received in advance 7,000. Next, outstanding expenses. We have rent outstanding, that is 3,750, and the miscellaneous we have credit balance of 11,400. So both add together it is 15,150. Now let us see the capital fund, which is balancing figure. So 2 lakh plus 60,000 plus 23,750 plus 20,000 plus 3,750 plus 24,000. It is 3,31,500. and this side 60,000, 7,000, 7,000 and 15,150. So 89,150. So 3,31,500 minus 89,150 comes to 2,42,350. That we need to transfer it for the capital fund or the general fund. This is the balancing figure. So 2,42,350. So make a total of 3,31,500. 3,31,500. So we finished the balance sheet of 2016. Now let us move on to 2017. Let us fill the asset side. So furniture, the first asset is furniture, 2 lakh, and we added the purchases, additions for this, which is purchases 40,000, or you can write opening balance. This is opening balance of furniture and we have done the purchases. So 2,40,000, and we had a depreciation. We have to deduct the depreciation. See the income and expenditure, we have calculated that 24,000. So the total is 2,16,000. 2,40,000 minus 24,000. So this is about the furniture, and we have 5% price fund investments. That is 60,000, and subscription receivable, that is outstanding. Subscription receivable, that is outstanding, which means for 2015 and 16. See the outstanding, that is 23,750, which belongs to, see here, 23,750 minus 23,250. Here how that 23,750 has come. You can see here subscription in arrears 23,750 minus previous years 2015s and 16s 23,250. So we get an outstanding of 500 rupees here. And then in 2016 and 17 we have 17,000. See the income and expenditure statement. This 17,000. I already said you how this 17,000 came. 3,60,000, that is 1,440,000 into 250 minus 3,43,000. It comes to 17,000. So we have done here. That is 17,000. So both added together it becomes 17,500. Next, stock of sports materials. Stock of sports materials, that is 25,000. You can see it in the trial balance. And the next one is miscellaneous expenses. The debit side one, which is 4,250. And this is miscellaneous expenses paid in advance. Okay, paid in advance. And the next one is prepaid rent. Prepaid is an asset, so prepaid rent, which is 3,750. And we have the accrued interest on prize fund investments. Let me put a draw lines for you. Give me a second. Give me a second, I am drawing the lines. Okay, we are done with it. Asset side we were doing. So prepaid rent, we are done with the prepaid rent 3,750. Now let us see the accrued interest on price fund investments. Price fund investments. I'll show you separately here. See how this 1,500 comes. How this 1,500 comes. So we have a price fund of rupees 60,000. How much? Rupees 60,000. We have a price fund of rupees 60,000. Price fund of rupees 60,000. Here you can see. On that you can see here interest on price fund investments 1,500. Okay, I'll show you. Price fund 60,000 we have, and we have a donations for price fund too. Donations for price fund. So let us add the donation of price fund. Donation of price fund, that is 14,000. So when you add it, 60,000 plus 14,000, you will arrive at 74,000. Okay. Now they have given interest received here. You can see the interest received here. Interest on price fund of investments 1,500. So interest received, you need not to add this. 1 minute. Price fund 60,000. So add donation of price fund 14,000. So interest, I'm just showing you how that 1,500 came. So interest received, they have already given us 1,500. Okay, 1,500. See, we have received only 1,500, but see here 5% of price fund we have. They have given the 5%. So on 60,000, if it is 5%, we'll get 3,000. But the interest received here is only 1,500. So in 3,000, if 1,500 goes on, we will remain with 1,500. So this is the accrued interest. Accrued interest. So this amount now we are taking in the asset side, 1,500. That is accrued interest on price fund investment. And the last one is cash in hand. See the receipt and payment account, that is 1,34,050. Now we have finished the asset side. Let us come to the liability side now. Price fund. Price fund is a liability. 60,000. Just now we have calculated how it came. 60,000 price fund. Then add the donations to it. Donations to it. It is 40,000. Which comes to 74,000, and add the interest received, that is 1,500, which is given in the receipt side, and the interest accrued, 1,500. I have shown you in this separately. See, 60,000 we have. On that 5% price they have said, price fund 5% investment. So 60,000 into 50% will get 5% will get 3,000. So already they have given in the receipt side that interest received on price fund is 1,500. So 3,000 minus 1,500, remaining is 1,500, which we have to treat it as accrued interest. So we are treating here as interest accrued. So when we add this, totally we will get 77,000 less prices awarded. We have to deduct the prices awarded. Prices awarded 20,000 750. See here. In the payment side, we have cost of prices awarded 20,750. So we are deducting here. Prices awarded 20,750. So the total will come to 56,250. Next one, creditors for sports materials. We have creditors for sports materials. That is 14,750. See in the trial balance. Then the subscription which we have received in advance. Subscription received in advance. That is 13,000. See the receipt side 17 and 18. They have given the subscription of 17, 18. That is the we are receiving in advance 13,000. So we have to take here. Then the outstanding miscellaneous expense. Miscellaneous. We have 20,100. See the trial balance. So you'll get it. Outstanding miscellaneous expense. So now we should not forget to transfer the capital fund which we have within 2016 balance sheet. So capital fund that we have found out there was 2,42,350 plus do not forget to add the surplus that we have got in income and expenditure statement, that is 95,600, and do not forget to add the entrance fees here. Why? Because as I've already said you, see here, half of the entrance fees is to be capitalized. So when we were taking the entrance fees here, they have given 40,000, only we have taken 20,000 in the income and expenditure. So we should not forget to take the capital, the half of the entrance fees to be capital, so 20,000. So add it here, it is also a capital fund. So altogether total we will get 2,42,350 plus 95,600 plus 20,000 will arrive at 3,57,950. So our balance should get tallied now. Let us see whether it's get tallied or not. So 56,250 plus 14,750 plus 13,000 plus 20,100 plus 3,57,950. So the total is 4,62,050. 4,62,050. Now let us see the asset side. Asset side total 2,16,000 plus 60,000 plus 17,500 plus 25,000 plus 4,250 plus 3,750 plus 1,500 plus 1,34,050. So 46,000, 4,62,050. Hence we are tallying the balance sheet. 4,62,050. So hope you understand today's problem. So I'll show the solution once again. So take a screenshot of it and write it in your notes. Hope you can see it clearly. This is the income and expenditure statement of Entertainment Club. Take a screenshot of it. Continuation of income and expenditure we have did in the next page. So take a screenshot of it and try to solve the problem. Do not copy it. Then here we have the balance sheets for the year 2016. Take a screenshot, and for 2017 For 2017, it is continued in next page also. So take a screenshot of it. That's all. We are winding up with the first unit. Tomorrow, let us start with the second unit. So tomorrow we shall start with the accounting for partnership with basic concepts. So I'll wind up today. Thank you.